I think grabbing by the pussy was a huge thing. I mean, that's a horrible statement. And I'm sure you don't endorse that statement as an intellectual being.
I mean, the guy's having a conversation and talking. Yeah, I don't endorse the statement, but it's really a minor issue.
A minor? I think the instance in itself could be considered a minor issue.
So if our president can grab a woman by the pussy, I can grab you by the balls.
She just grabbed my dick. Is that sexual assault? So you just sexually assaulted me?
I did assault
so
you.
Should you be arrested?
Arrest me.
So look at this. Women have so much privilege, she can sexually assault me and get away with it. If I did that to her, I'd get arrested.
I'm fighting for equality here.
How so?
Women get grabbed by the fucking pussy, then I'm gonna grab you by the balls.
This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, and yes, you heard that correctly. That woman is fighting for equality by sexually assaulting Infowars reporter Owen Shroyer. Because if the president can walk up to a woman and just grab her genitalia, then it's only fair that she should be able to do the same thing. Right? It seems we've reached peak insanity when it comes to the female privilege double standard. So in today's video, we're going to take a fair and honest look at the varying levels of privilege for both men and women in society today. But just before we get started, please head over to pressfortruth.ca/donate if you would like to support my work. You can contribute a one-time donation with PayPal, or you can send Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. You can also join as a PFT member or a PFT patron, preferably using the Patreon alternative link. And as always, one of the best ways that you can contribute is by simply sharing this video on all of your social media platforms. Alright, so after seeing that video of Infowars reporter Owen Shroyer being sexually assaulted by a woman who's apparently trying to make a point, I now feel that I too want to make a couple of points for her and those who are like her about the fact that privilege goes both ways here. And in fact, things may not be quite as bad as she's making them out to be. Let's start with Canada, shall we? We have a feminist prime minister who filled his cabinet with women so that the gender split would be 50-50, and when asked why he did it, he simply stated, because it's 2015.
I understand one of the priorities for you was to have a cabinet that was gender balanced. Why was that so important to you?
Because it's 2015.
It's not because they're qualified for the job. It's because it's the current year, and I'm a feminist, so down with the patriarchy. This is coming from the same government who recently pledged $650 million in funding for women's abortion services worldwide. At an event in Ottawa honoring International Women's Day, Trudeau said, like men, women should be able to choose when they want to start a family, how big their family should be, and who they want to start that family with. What about when it comes to ending a family or stopping one from starting in the first place? Does a man have a say in that? Women can force the killing of a man's baby. If a man did that, he'd be charged with murder. Like this man who put an abortion-inducing drug in his girlfriend's drink, he got 22 years in prison, and rightly so. And hello, women have the entire fate of humanity in their hands. They choose who to procreate with, and so therefore, they can systematically eradicate entire bloodlines. So the next time you tell a man to check his privilege, consider this. Female privilege is the idea that women and children should be the first ones rescued in an emergency situation. Female privilege is saving yourself before helping others and not being viewed as some sort of monster for it. Female privilege is arrogantly believing that sexism only applies to women. Case in point, ever had drunk sex? Well, that's rape, according to this university, who put out this ad. Jake was drunk. Josie was drunk. Jake and Josie hooked up. Josie could not consent. The next day, Jake was charged with rape. A woman who is intoxicated cannot give her legal consent to sex, so proceeding under these circumstances is a crime. But look at the unbelievable double standard here. They were both drunk. If a woman who is intoxicated cannot give her consent, then the male who is also intoxicated also cannot give his consent. I mean, who's to say she didn't rape him? Female privilege is #BelieveWoman in the case of a rape, but if it was a man that's raped, the reaction is, good for him.
Nice.
But no, there's no privilege here. Women are certainly not better off than men when it comes to getting the best seats on public transit, having your drinks and food paid for, help when your car breaks down, help getting directions when you're lost. When you're young and you get hurt, it's, oh, you poor thing, are you okay? For the boys, it's, suck it up, buttercup, you want people to think you're a sissy. I could go on and on about the so-called privilege we all have in varying aspects of our lives. But the bottom line is, guys, both men and women have different burdens and different advantages and different preferences. So therefore, our notion of equality should reflect that. But instead, sadly, our society is dissolving into madness with incidents like what happened to Owen Shroyer, which I want to play in full so that nothing gets taken out of context here. Because, as we've recently learned with the Catholic schoolboys and that native elder, context is important, people. So here's the clip in full.
So what is it? What's your point of being here? Like,
Well,
I
here's
don't think you're being offensive in any way. I'm just.
That's good. No, I like you. You're a good conversation. So I come out here because here's the thing. All these women and all these people marching are trained,
not just women.
are trained by the propaganda and the mainstream news.
How?
Because here's the thing. They think women are oppressed in America. That's a freaking joke.
Why do you think that?
It was the West.
No.
It
Why
was
do
the
you
West. Women in America are more empowered than women in any other country on earth.
Okay, sure. No, wait, hold on. So, wait, so I think we can all come to agreement that women have more freedom here than in most countries in the world. But that doesn't mean that they're exactly equal. But even if they are equal under the law, it doesn't mean that there's equity in the law. Equity meaning that the laws are given equally.
But so why are people marching here today?
I don't think anyone here recognizes that this march is going to change legislation directly, but it's showing that there's sentiment behind the fact that women are oppressed in America, not just by laws.
I think that these people are all marching because they hate Trump, and the media got them all drummed up to hate Trump.
Okay, so
I don't think any of these people would be marching if Trump wasn't president.
Sure, so I agree to the fact that if Hillary Clinton won the presidency, I don't think this would be as big. But I think because Donald Trump won the presidency, this is necessary for the rhetoric that he uses against women.
Like what?
Like, I think grabbing by the pussy was a huge thing. I mean, that's a horrible statement. And I'm sure you don't endorse that statement as an intellectual being.
I mean, the guy's having a conversation and talking. Yeah, I don't endorse the statement, but it's really a minor issue.
A minor? I think the instance in itself could be considered a minor issue.
So if our president can grab a woman by the pussy, I can grab you by the balls.
She just grabbed my dick. Is that sexual assault? No. Is that sexual assault?
Yes.
So you just sexually assaulted me?
I did assault you.
Should you be arrested?
Arrest me.
Well, I'm not going to arrest you.
There are police officers right here. But
So look at this. Women have so much privilege, she can sexually assault me and get away with it. If I did that to her, I'd get arrested.
I just told you, if you want to go ahead, there are police right here.
I'm not complaining. You're the one that walked up and grabbed my crotch.
Yeah, because I'm fighting for equality here.
How so?
Women get grabbed by the fucking pussy, then I'm gonna grab you by the balls. And you're out here spewing
What does that have to do with anything? What have I said that's bullshit?
Dude, you're out here provoking people.
This is a waste of fucking time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Owen Shroyer recently released a statement saying, "I am not divulging too many details as the case is ongoing. She has been arrested. I will continue to update those interested as this develops. I wish no more harm to her than what she deserves for her blatant and arrogant sexual assault on me. I have expressly asked those interested to avoid her identity getting out to protect her from any unwanted or unwarranted harassment from the public. However, I will continue to move this case forward and make sure she suffers the consequences rendered for her abhorrent actions. I hope this case becomes an example for other Trump supporters who have been physically and emotionally harmed unfairly for their politics without any action or follow-up from law enforcement. I want the political hate crimes to stop being ignored." So the good news is justice is being served and this girl is going to get what's coming to her, legally speaking. So hopefully a lesson has been learned here to anyone watching. That nothing comes easy. Both men and women have it tough, and we need to support each other if we truly want to be one big happy family who all gets along as it was intended. Now I have a feeling the anti-PFT feminist brigade is going to be all over this one, guys. So please click the thumbs up button and share this video to help with YouTube's algorithms that would have this video buried if it weren't for your likes and shares. So that's all for today, my friends. Don't forget to check the links in the description to find out how you can donate at pressfortruth.ca/donate, or how you can become a PFT member or a PFT patron. So thanks for watching, my friends. Keep fighting the good fight and stay tuned. We've got more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.